It's the end of the week, and so it's time to take out the trash. My garbage person of the week this week is Elon Musk, but we have to take a little bit of a journey to get there, because initially Elon Musk looked, against all odds, to be being kind of reasonable almost, and that's what made him eventually my garbage person. So you might have seen a day or two ago, there was this Twitter thread from the CEO of Daily Wire. It doesn't matter what his name is, nobody cares. Attacking Elon Musk because supposedly the Daily Wire had been working with Twitter to start off Pride Month by paying enough money to the richest man in the world to push their transphobic documentary in everybody's face, so that everybody on Twitter would be forced to see their transphobic documentary on the first day of Pride. And initially, apparently, Twitter wasn't playing ball, or they stopped the deal. Basically, they weren't giving the Daily Wire what they wanted. They still allowed the documentary on there. You could still watch it. You could still whatever. They just weren't pushing it out into everyone's face. And from the point of view of right wingers, if you are not benefited by a platform, well, then that's persecution. And so they were losing their minds. And so even though it was up yesterday, because it wasn't being forced into everyone's face, Matt Walsh was whining for literally hours on Twitter. I'll just show you tweet after tweet after tweet at Elon Musk, like, how dare you? Why aren't you helping us to accomplish our political goals? And here's the issue. All along the way, Elon Musk was sending these replies about what their actual policy on misgendering is. And he's not going to be banning people for misgendering, but he also said he thinks that he gives he does what people want. He gives them the pronouns that they identify with. He says just being polite, which again is like for him very reasonable. He was basically saying we're not going to be like helping this thing out. He seemed to be trying to stay on the tightrope where the right isn't blocked or anything, but they're also not totally catered to. And that to me was shocking, that Elon Musk would actually do that for a little bit, because I guess he just got tweeted at too many times and his tiny bit of principle fell apart. It didn't last. And he eventually tweeted out the video himself to his more than 140 million followers with the caption, "Every parent should watch this." No, every parent shouldn't watch that. It's just like you kind of had a principle, buddy. You almost had a backbone, you almost had a spine, but it looked like all of your like fake right-wing grifter friends were gonna turn on you, and so you collapsed. You just fell apart, and that's why he's my garbage person of the week. Brett, what do you think?
They were eating Elon for a minute, and I liked it.
I know.
You know, what's my take on Elon running Twitter? He owns it. He can do what he wants on that site, and the site will become whatever he wants to make it. Now, it seems like there was an internal struggle between him and probably his new CEO, who said, like, listen, we have to do this kind of decency signaling so that we can tell advertisers this is a safe place to put advertisements because we're hemorrhaging money right now. And Elon was like, well, we've already hemorrhaged a user base that doesn't use this platform anymore. And the only one that remains is essentially the Truth Social folks. And they might go back to Truth Social. And so I'd at least like to keep one category of customer. And he does it. Now, did that fix anything? That's the question. Is that functionality of the retweeting and all the stuff that they had problems with him disabling, is the disabling still in place? And did he just give himself an exception? He's probably just trying to see if this is enough to appease people and make the problem go away for now. But what it does signal is weakness. It signals that Elon Musk is weak, and they love it. They want him to seem strong, but know that he's weak. And if they throw a big enough stink, that Twitter will do the same thing that Target did and just kind of be like, I don't know, it's too much of a pain in the ass. And same thing that Bud Light didn't say, I don't know, it's just kind of a pain in the ass. So I'll just kowtow to you, you psychopath fundamentalist.
100%. Yeah. The richest man in the world who doesn't need to be involved in any of this stuff can be successfully bullied by randos on the internet. That has been established once again. Okay, those are our garbage people of the week, but 41,000 of you voted, and here are your top 5 community garbage people of the week. Coming in at number 5 with 5% of the vote, you have Greg Abbott for sending the National Guard to the border to distract from all the other failures of Texas that have been happening recently. Coming in number 4, 17% of the vote, you have Charlie Kirk for pushing for violence against Target, at the very least saying the only thing they understand is force and pain is a teacher and other disgusting stuff like that. Coming in at number 3 with 20% of the vote, you have Donald Trump for his narcissistic Memorial Day post where he put himself on the same level as soldiers who have died in defense of the United States. Coming in at number 2 with 23% of the vote, you have Rob DeSantis for saying he was going to destroy leftism. And at number 1, though, it's a twofer. 35% of the vote went to Joe Biden and Kevin McCarthy for helping the rich in their debt deal and being able to just they found common ground, and the common ground was who gives a damn about the poors, unfortunately. Thank you to everybody who voted. By the way, additional commentary on these top 5 community garbage people is gonna be up on our TikTok at tiktok.com/The Damage Report in like 45 minutes. Go check it out. We do it every week. People seem to really enjoy it. Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.